didn't really plan this video out. I just decided I was gonna film something. So here we are. Filming something. So I had this costume on because I was taking cosplay photos. I am Kate Bishop from the Disney Plus Hawkeye TV series, and that's mostly what I'm going to be talking to you about today. A couple disclaimers. First of all, I don't really have a standard tripod, so if the camera angle looks off, oh well. And the second disclaimer is my dishwasher is running. I live in a studio apartment. You can hear the dishwasher from the whole apartment. You can probably hear it in the video. Again, my response to that is, oh well. I'm also not going to edit this video. I don't really have time for editing, so I'm just gonna hope that I don't make any mistakes or have any like awkward pauses in there that need editing out. We're doing it live. We're doing it live, everyone. Isn't that right? Lucky the pizza dog. I didn't plan on starting with Lucky, but this is just where we're gonna go. So, Hawkeye is a superhero. Well, two superheroes. The first one is Clint Barton, who you may have seen in most of the MCU movies. I guess he's not in all of them. Doesn't have his own movie, but he's just there. Don't mind this pillow that is off of its proper positioning. We're doing it live. Yes, so the first Hawkeye is Clint Barton, played by Jeremy Renner in the MCU. If you've watched the Marvel movies, you'll probably recognize this character, but probably not know too much about him, because they don't really do his character justice in the MCU. And the second Hawkeye, the better Hawkeye, as self-described. I think she said that in the comics, or maybe somebody else said it, I don't know. I'm quoting like somebody who's very prominent in the Hawkeye universe who said that. Anyway, the other Hawkeye is Kate Bishop, who I am dressed as today. I have with me today, this is just an IKEA golden retriever. IKEA has very good stuffed animals. I also have the shark back there. Let me get the shark. Alright, IKEA shark, IKEA golden retriever. The shark is just hanging out. It's just its own thing. And the golden retriever is it's meant to be a character from Hawkeye. It's meant to be Lucky the pizza dog. So in the Hawkeye Disney Plus series, which I've referenced but not mentioned, I guess I will mention it, the Hawkeye Disney Plus series is simply the best thing you can ever imagine. And I need you to watch it or rewatch it right now, this holiday season. But wait, finish this video first, but then go watch it. Hawkeye, no, sorry, Lucky. That's this one. That's what's this one, Lucky. Lucky is perhaps the best character. I don't know, I can't decide. There's Clint, Kate, and Lucky, and they're all perfect. So all three of these characters have a little bit of different relationships with each other, whether you're talking about the Disney Plus series or whether you're talking about the comics, but they're both pretty incredible. So where am I going with this? I saw a golden retriever plush at IKEA, and I decided it's my pizza dog now. Pizza dog is the nickname. Lucky is the real name. So where am I going with this? Checking my notes, because I wrote myself a little bit of notes. So we already got over the disclaimers. I talked about what the Disney Plus series is. So today I would like to convince you to watch the Disney Plus series. I'm going to talk a little bit about that as well as the comics. Maybe I will also try and convince you to read the comics. And I'm also going to talk about my cosplay, because I'm in cosplay. this plush is always in cosplay. It's always Lucky. So, the Disney Plus series is very, very good. If you have not seen it, it is very, very good, and I need you to see it. If you have already seen it, I need you to rewatch it, because it is holiday themed. It is currently the holidays. It is December. Now is the time of year to rewatch it. I am currently rewatching it. The Disney Plus series it's not it doesn't follow the comics at all. In fact, the characters can be even quite different from the comics, and despite this, I still adore it. So, I guess I'll reference the comics here. So this is Hawkeye by Matt Fraction, and David Aja, he's the artist. From this series ran from 2012 to 2014 or 2015, something like that. It's not where Hawkeye was created. Obviously, there's like old 80s and 90s comics with the old, the really like flashy blue and purple costume where he's got like the little hawk feathers on his, like a mask with the hawk feathers. Sure, we'll go with that. So this is not the origin of the character, but it is, in my opinion, and many Hawkeye fans' opinions, it's the best portrayal of the character. In these comics, we see Hawkeye, Clint Barton, that is, he's often in plain clothes. He's not wearing the silly 80s costume, and interestingly, in the Disney Plus series, they kind of make some jokes about that, about him not having a flashy costume like that. He's in plain clothes. We open the first comic with him talking about how he's such a regular guy. He's just very good with the bow and arrow, Clint is. He's really good with the bow and arrow, but you see what he gets beat up a lot when he goes out fighting, Avengers level threats. All these other superheroes have superpowers that can kind of back them up and prevent them from getting totally trashed in the fights. So we see a lot of like interesting scenes where he's like falling off a building, he ends up in the hospital, and all that kind of thing. In the comics, he already knows Kate Bishop based on a backstory of just other comics in which Kate was introduced. I believe I haven't read the comics that introduced Kate initially, but I believe the idea is Clint Barton was presumed to be dead or something, and then she snuck into Avengers Tower and stole something and claimed to be the new Hawkeye. So she's also Hawkeye. And then, of course, Clint was not dead. Kate's also not dead, so we ended up with two Hawkeyes. But that's all backstory. That does not happen in this comics. We just have two Hawkeyes in this comic. Kate is pretty much the same character in terms of personality, and I love that. Interestingly enough, Clint is not, and this doesn't begin with the Disney Plus series. It begins earlier when he was introduced in earlier Avengers movies. He's just not, like, MCU Clint is so different from comics Clint. In the comics, he's kind of a dumpster fire. He can't hold his life together, his apartment's a mess, he drinks coffee straight out of the coffee pot. He very much does not have a wife and kids like he does in the MCU. In the MCU, he's like this really empathetic, like you can really relate to him, like Family Guy. He's got like all these, he's these like 3 kids that he's fighting for. He's protecting them, and in the comics, he's just kind of the human equivalent of a dumpster fire. It's pretty good. So where am I going with this? Both of these pieces of media are incredible, and I recommend them both. And I think now I'm just going to talk about my cosplay. So, I am currently wearing one of Kate Bishop's various looks in the Disney Plus series. I was just walking around my neighborhood taking photos with holiday decor. I figured that'd be a good place to take cosplay photos, and I'm so lucky that Kate Bishop just looks like a regular person, because I guess I could have gone out in her like Avengers outfit and her like, the archery outfit, but I don't have that outfit. Didn't make it, didn't buy it, just sticking with the more casual stuff. And B, I forgot what B was. Well, we're just gonna skip that. So, anyway, I'm very lucky that she just looks like a regular person, because I'm like walking around my neighborhood taking all these selfies, and I'm pretty sure I have convinced the general public that I'm just a random person that likes Christmas decorations. Pretty sure. Anyway, so cosplay stuff. I don't think I sewed a thing. I've been cosplaying for a long time. Sometimes I used to use my mom's sewing machine back in high school when I lived there, but I was never very good with the sewing machine. I can hand sew my way out of a paper bag for sure, but sewing machine, I always get the bobbin stuck, and that kind of makes cosplay hard. Cosplay kind of assumes that you can sew and that you have access to a sewing machine, and if not, you know, then you're like really good at making props or something else. My strengths have always been wigs and other accessories, and kind of like finding pieces that can become other pieces. So like, I don't know, like kind of like turning junk into a costume, or like something you might find at a thrift store, or like a random thing you see at Joann Fabrics, and you're like, hey, if I glue this, if I take this like flagpole that I found with the flag on it, rip the flag off. No, maybe I committed a crime. Is that considered defacing the American flag? I don't know. Anyway, in college I turned a flagpole into one of those like long pipes for Beatrice from Umineko. So I had like a long pipe that was made out of flagpole. Pretty cool. So anyway, I didn't do any sewing for this. I did some found pieces, I did some thrift shopping, and I did make or like alter something, but without a sewing machine. So what am I wearing right now? This beanie, thrifted, purple long sleeve shirt, thrifted, wig just from like, I'm so sorry, I can't remember which one. It's either Arta Wigs or Epic Cosplay, whichever one. They were both really low stock. I guess like with nobody going to conventions during COVID, they just didn't have a bunch of stuff in stock. So I got a ponytail wig from one of them, and I got a non-ponytail wig from the other one. And this one even has bangs, but you know what? The bangs are hidden under the beanie. Smart. Very, very smart. Wearing regular contacts. I normally wear glasses. I don't really do the colored contacts thing anymore. I did a long time ago. I had some blue opaque contacts for any characters that had blue eyes, but it just wasn't worth it keeping up with the colored contacts thing. So most cosplay contacts are not necessarily dangerous, but like you're not going to get them from your eye doctor. They're not going to be like extremely, you know, they're not going to be like very eye doctor approved. They're going to be a little weird. I just had an awkward pause there because I wasn't sure if my camera was actually recording, but now I see the number that tells you how long it's been recording for moved. It moved to a different part of the screen just because it felt like it. I don't know if it's because my phone like rotated since the last time I recorded or whatever happened, but anyway, we're still recording, we're still doing it live. I'm not editing any of this. There's maybe like 3 people who watch my videos. I'm not editing this. It's not worth it. It is worth making the video somehow, I've determined. I've determined it's worth making, but not worth editing. I think it's because editing just takes so long, and this is what, a 13-minute and counting video, and you know, it won't go past 20, 30 minutes. Who's to say? But editing would take longer than 20 or 30 minutes. All those little pauses, all those little uhs and ums, and all the times you want to like put a photo in, and you're like, I switched editing programs because I have a new computer now and I can't remember. I don't know how this new editing program does the thing I used to do on my old one. I ran into that problem recently. This is a tangent. I was trying to edit a photo, and whatever I had like didn't have the skew button where you like drag it by the corners and you like skewing it, like, so if like your photo looks like that, like imagine a 2D photo and then skewing the corners so that it's like flat again. Anyway, that was a tangent that I absolutely did not need to go on. But so that brings me to, I don't really need to explain the contact thing too much, but they kind of like, I was wearing my blue contacts when I cosplayed characters that had blue eyes, and you know how your pupil like expands and contracts with the light? Well, when my pupil like expanded, it would go behind the blue, and I saw like cloudy blue in my vision. It's really annoying. I hated walking around conventions like that. I felt like I was like dreaming or something. I'm not sure if they were just really badly designed contacts or if all colored contacts are like that. But anyway, I think Bishop even has brown eyes, so it doesn't matter. But whatever, I have like regular contacts that I only wear for cosplay. And for any sports that require me to wear a mask, or just when I have to wear a mask on an ice skating rink, which isn't really, I go maskless. It's like the one activity that I can't wear a mask for. But if they ever, when they enforce mask mandates on an ice rink, what I do is I wear my mask and then I have to wear contacts, otherwise my glasses fog up. So those are my two main uses: ice skating, cosplay. Otherwise, I just wear glasses. I like my glasses. So this pair of jeans I bought it on Poshmark. I bought it, it's a secondhand website. I thrifted it, yeah. But I distressed it myself. It was just a regular blank pair of jeans, no distressing. So, in the Hawkeye TV series, Kate Bishop, played by Haley Steinfeld, wears these ripped jeans in almost every outfit of hers, save for the archery outfits and the, she has like a sweatsuit, a loungewear sweatsuit that's just all purple, so no jeans. But all of her other outfits pretty much have jeans, and it's this one pair of jeans. And in real life, I believe they are a $1,000 pair of Balenciaga designer jeans. These jeans are both way too expensive for a costume that I would only wear every now and then, and I believe they were also sold out. So I got a brand new pair of jeans, not brand new, but like new to me, thrifted pair of jeans, and I learned how to distress jeans. So I now have a dupe of a pair of $1,000. Yeah, it is canon. There's distressing near the butt on the back of the jeans. Anyway, I now have a really inexpensive dupe of a $1,000 pair of designer jeans. That's pretty cool. And my learnings on how to distress jeans are basically, I mean, I would just recommend looking it up online, but the brief version is you need some kind of sharp tool. Some people recommend scissors. Some people recommend like a safety pin or a cheese grater. The cheese grater gets interesting. I use that one a little bit, but it kind of depends on like how big you want the hole to be. So yeah, one of those three tools, I kind of did a combination of the clothespin, the safety pin, and the cheese grater. The scissors didn't really like help that much for me, so I didn't use them. And the long story short is like, since you want to expose the horizontal white threads, like these, you want to expose them. So what you do is you take your tool, and it's been almost a year since I made these, so I really hope I'm not. Just look it up before you try it yourself. But I'm pretty sure you have to take your sharp tool and you go vertically. So you just kind of go, yeah. It's just a weird sound effect. You just kind of, yeah. I could be wrong. It might be horizontal. Look it up. Don't take my word for it. But I'm pretty sure you just go like vertically rather, many times with your tool, and it strips away the vertical blue threads. Is basically how you do it. And then you just pull the threads in any direction you want, and that's how you end up with like these are little hangy bits. This one has a lot missing, and then these are some like exposed horizontal threads. Anyway, I'm talking a lot about the jeans, but I'm very proud of these, and they go with like 3, 4, or 5 different outfits of Kate's, including this. So very worth it, very awesome. I should technically be wearing the jeans with this outfit, but I wanted to take them off for the video so I could show you them. And also, there is no stretch at all, and I actually can't sit in them. So, cosplay only jeans. They also, the original pair have like exposed patches of black under the holes, which is, this is really appropriate because like she's wearing these during the holidays when it's cold out. So for what I did is I didn't want to like tear up some fabric, and I just wear leggings underneath them, and it exposed, you see like the whole, where is it? So you got like the hole with the leggings exposed, if that makes sense. You know what I mean? Yeah. I can't demonstrate it without putting the pants on, but you know what I mean, I hope. And then the other piece that goes with 3, 4, or 5 of her outfits is oh my goodness, of course it's just not. I'll just put it on. Yeah. It's a jacket. So this one's not as cool because I didn't do anything to make it, but I'll talk about it anyway. So in addition to her $1,000 pair of Balenciaga jeans, Kate Bishop, played by, again, like in real life it's Haley Steinfeld wearing it. She wears, and I say this because I think in the universe it's not like, I mean, she could be wearing these designer clothes in the universe, like it is established that she is rich, but I don't think they want to, I don't think they're trying to convey that there's this like rich girl walking around in her, like, I think they just wanted her to look cool. So anyway, so in real life we have Haley Steinfeld wearing, again, a $1,000 coat. Mine is not $1,000, I promise. Yeah, a $1,000 designer coat. And once again, it was completely sold out by the time I was even aware of what coat it was, etc. And $1,000 is a lot to spend on a cosplay piece you only wear every now and then, and not even. I'm talking about this as if I wear my cosplay every now and then. Like, oh yeah, it's just like, it's like the second Tuesday of the month, time to wear my cosplay. But yeah, long story short is, I'm less proud of this one, but I found a dupe at Forever 21. So, less exciting. No, I don't like super want to support fast fashion companies, but I wasn't going to be able to make something like this, and it was the only similar item I could find. So that's what I did. But even though, I don't have a cool story as to how I made it, I have so much versatility. I could do so many different Kate Bishop cosplays with the jeans and the jacket. Anyway, I think I ran out of things to talk about. Yeah, I think my main takeaways are, I haven't made a video in a while, and I just kind of wanted to make a video. I didn't, not a whole lot of people watch my videos, so I didn't think it was worth like editing or planning it out. And I had just put this costume on to go take some photos, and I thought I might as well get a video in before I take it off. And definitely go watch or rewatch the Hawkeye Disney Plus series, because it's awesome, because I love it, and consider it a Christmas gift to me. Or I mean both, but if you're more of a comics person, you can pick up a copy. I think they have a new edition of this called it's called The Saga of Barton and Bishop, something like that, and it has both the Matt Fraction run of Hawkeye as well as some further works by other writers who wrote about Kate. After, like, this is like mostly Clint and a lot of Kate as well, and then there are other series that are almost entirely Kate. So I think there's like a combination one, something like that. I don't know. Go look it up. Google knows better than I do. Anyway, yeah, I think that's it. Just to end the video. Thank you for watching. Thank you for watching a 25-minute long video by a oh my gosh, how many years has it been since 2006? By a YouTuber. Am I a YouTuber? Was I a YouTuber? I don't know. I'm definitely not a professional one. I've never received a paycheck for this. It's a long story. I don't even know how much I'm allowed to talk about. I used to be a YouTube partner, back when partnership was much easier to get and to maintain. I lost it somewhere around 2017, 2018 because they made it more strict, and the algorithm doesn't want, small creators like me to be seen anyway, so I was getting less and less and less views. Anyway, point is, I don't do this a lot. I used to do this a lot. I still very much like cosplay, and I like making YouTube videos, and I don't have a lot of inspirations to make it other than cosplay, so when I have something cosplay related to talk about, I like to talk about it. Yeah, I think that's about it. Thank you for watching. Bye.